everyone. Welcome to Jim's Woodpile. Today's project is going to take this and we're going to make this. If you're interested in seeing how it's done, stick around. Grab yourself a cup of coffee or a beer and stick around. We take scraps of wood that I got through the shop, about 16-inch long pieces of scrap. We have 12 different flavors of wood there. He's starting to glue these up. Gonna be a while, so just I'll get a few of these done and then I'll fast forward. I like my spring clamps, but a little bit too big for spring clamps. There was a lot of glue up in this project, and you can see by the amount of glue and the time it's been taken. I cut a lot of this out, and I knew you just didn't want to sit here and watch me glue up. Now I'm making circles on the wood. This is a bowl from a board, and once I get my bottom diameter that we're going to have, I mark the width of the thickness of the board. The wood is about 3/4 inch, and I'm marking each circle about 7/8, which takes up a little bit of room for the bandsaw blade and any mistakes that I'm going to make, of course. Got my old-fashioned compass here, making circles. I got to stop occasionally and run and get the pencil sharpener running. There I go, sharpening pencils. Make 7/8 inch to 1 inch circles all the way around until I run out of room. I think I had 7 layers, 6 layers maybe. A pretty good sized bowl. The center is going to be 6 inches, so that means it's going to be, as it goes down, the bottom is going to be 4.5 and be 6 inches on the face. Yep, 6 inches. So I'm going to take this over to the bandsaw. We're going to get this thing cut, and that's one I made for the practice. Made this for the practice one, and it just made out of red oak. I had some junk red oak sitting around, and so it's. I expect this one to be probably a third again bigger than that. So we'll have to find out. This is for the Woodturner meeting challenge. So we'll go over to the bandsaw, get these rings cut off. And as you saw, I have two pieces. Okay, I had taken the liberty to get these glued up and the mating surfaces cleaned up a little bit. And now it's going to be time for getting these rings glued up. And I think I'm going to, there we go, that's better. You can see it better. I'm going to glue them up straight in a straight line. I'm going to hope they're in a straight line once they get done gluing up. Well, maybe, I don't know. I might just cock them up a quarter of an inch. And then say this one right here, another quarter of an inch. So that way, if it's a little bit off, nobody will know the difference. But if it's a little bit off the other way, you know what's going to happen? Everybody's going to know because the lines aren't lined up. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to glue them up at a little bit of an angle, and it'll still look good. It'll still look good. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to glue them up at an angle, and it'll have some interesting visuals. Can't really see a whole lot on the side, on the outside, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue everything up, and then we'll end up start turning. But I got a glue block, just a piece of 4/4 red oak that I make my glue blocks out of. Like I said, I got a whole bunch of that, so stick around and we are going to have fun. Once we start turning, It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Okay, as we can see here, I've got the first 3 layers of 6 glued up. Okay, everyone. This baby is all glued up. I got it on the lathe, and I'm going to start turning this here in just a little bit. I'll try to keep you up to breast along all the steps and get as much video as I can. Don't want to make this too long, but it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. It's taken several hours to get it up to here, so I'm going to take it easy. And I've got a nice big laminated plywood that goes over the top here, and I haven't used it yet on anything this big. So like a cone, laminated plywood cone, and it's there's not going to be a whole lot to see until I can get actually get the outside cut. Okay, got my face shield on. Going about 380 RPM. Here we go. What you thinking about that? Got a little bit of smoothing up to do, but I'm pretty much done with the, see, I got a little bit right there, and I got to take this down a little bit, but okay, everyone, I'm back. Hey, I got the bottom or the outside, I got that done this morning. I had to go to the doctor and get some medicine, but I am back and at it. I was told to stay off my feet for a little while, and I told them, ha, I'm right in the middle of a nice project right here, so it's we're gonna start working from the top, get this rim down where we kind of want it a little bit, and then work down and down and down. Hopefully we don't have to come back up here to because once this starts spinning and this gets thin, it starts fluttering, and you'll hear it. Well, you heard it when I was doing the outside. So we're going to give this a good college try, and we'll see what happens. Let me get my face mask on and get ready. We got the gouges all sharpened up already. Welcome back, everyone. We have a little problem here, Houston. I had got this all sanded down to 400, from 80 to 400, and I ended up putting some denatured alcohol to clean all of the sawdust out of the pores of the wood. And I should have known better, but this Paduke and the bloodwood bled into the surrounding woods. You can see a little bit of it right here where it goes onto the red oak. I tried to mask it by putting some sanding sealer on there, and that just sealed everything in there. So I'm going to end up resanding this today, and hopefully I can get that stain out of there, at least a little bit more than what it is. See, here's some maple right here, and see how it's all orange, and that right there, you can tell the difference between this and that. Let me see if I can get you up a little closer. I'm not sure if you can see this right here, and you can also see it here in this cherry. So I'm gonna spend the next couple hours sanding this down again. It's kind of it's gotten so thin that when it's going around, it's the harmonics and it's kind of lopsided. You can tell how see, it's kind of heavy down here on this end. Of course, that might be because some of the wood might be heavier than the wood up on top, but I'm going to do the best I can, because this is for the challenge this weekend. It is Tuesday now, and Saturday is the meeting, so I got to have it done by Friday. I'm going to get to work and start sanding, and we will pick back up a little bit later. Hopefully I'll be in a better mood. Okay, we got a good finish on here again, and I believe, hold on a second, wait till that collector gets down. I'm going to put some rattle can shellac on this. It's not really what I wanted, but with all of this changing grain and the Paduke and the bloodwood and all of that different bleeding woods, dust, I'm going to put rattle can shellac. So stick around just a little bit, and I'll get set up for the finishing of the, oh, it's looking pretty. It's looking pretty. I can see a little bit of staining in some of the lighter woods, but it's looking pretty. I'm happy. I'll be back in just a second as soon as I get set up. Alrighty. I'm going to use some of this rattle can lacquer. Put several coats on, and then we'll go from there. This stuff dries pretty fast, so I should be able to get several coats on today. I'm spraying into the camera, so I'm going to shut this camera off and get it out of the way. Catch you guys later when I'm done. This is what we've been waiting for all this time. Just completed this bowl from a board, 12 flavors of wood, dozens of hours behind the lathe, gluing up and sanding. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Measures 14 inches across, 4.5 inches deep. I said 12 flavors of wood, which include paduk, wenge, white oak, purple heart, cherry, bloodwood, maple, sapele, yellow heart, a black walnut, Philippine mahogany, and exotic Ohio red oak. Laminated up into a board and then cut in half circles, circles glued together. What you think? Let me know what you think down there in the comments. My wife has claimed this one. This isn't going anywhere. So, what I'd like for you guys to do, if you enjoyed this video, enjoyed the trip along building this, please like and subscribe down below here. Click that thumbs up button. Leave a comment. And if you have somebody that you know that enjoys wood turning also, that would enjoy this video, please share it with them. This was built for our Woodturners meeting this month. Our monthly challenge was use a bandsaw on a lathe turning project. And this was done with a bandsaw cut at 45-degree angle, glued together, the half circles glued together and stacked on one on each other and turned. It was a challenge, but it was fun. It was fun. This is Jim out here at the Woodpile. Keep it turning.